and welcome to Assembly Audible. I'm your host, Jennifer Pierce, and we're so happy you're listening in today. We're broadcasting from the Music City Center in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm joined by Nush Ahmed. Nush, welcome.
Thank you for having me. Hi.
Absolutely. So Nush is a quality inspector with AdMan and the co-founder of Sisterhood of Trades, a community she helped develop in collaboration with other tradeswomen to inspire and teach girls about the trades. She is also the founder and host of NextGenMFG-Podcast. Nush, I'm so happy you could make time for this conversation today.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be on here.
Absolutely. So to start with, tell us about your work as a quality inspector. What does being a quality inspector in manufacturing entail, and what do you like about it so much?
So I like to consider quality to be like the judge, jury, and executioner of the manufacturing process. And by that, I mean we have the final say. And I'm really new to quality. My background is in machining. I'm a Swiss machine operator. And I just kind of transitioned into quality when I learned about how many more opportunities there are to truly be in control of what you're making and what you're doing. And it's been so amazing to see how much I've grown for like the 1 month that I've been working at AdMan. But yeah.
Absolutely. So you certainly have a very active and inspiring LinkedIn account. I pulled some quotes and some statements from your page. I noticed that you're interested in motorsports and automotive applications. What inspires you, or why are you so interested in those two things?
Right. I don't really know how I came into that hobby of automotive. I just was into cars when I was in high school, and I decided I might go to school for that. So I attended NASCAR Tech in North Carolina, and that's actually when I was exposed to manufacturing and machining, and that's what opened up my mind to automotive manufacturing. I realized I can make my own car parts that are in my car. I don't have to buy them. And then that made me realize whatever hobby I have, I can make it, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Where do you think that, do you think that stems from your education, that feeling of being empowered to, I guess, DIY? Did you grow up with a lot of sources of inspiration?
I grew up in a very STEM-oriented area. I grew up in Cambridge, Massachusetts, so we were very hands-on when it comes to our STEM education, but not as hands-on when it comes to like technical blue-collar trades. So that's what I was seeking, and when I was in automotive at NASCAR Tech, it was very DIY-y, and I really enjoyed that, and that's kind of, what pushed me towards manufacturing.
Interesting. Okay, so like I said, I pulled some statements from your LinkedIn, and you recently said quality is one of the most overlooked parts of manufacturing. You said too many people see quality assurance as a bottleneck or an unnecessary waste of time and resources, when in actuality your quality team is one of your strongest assets. If you invest in quality will invest in you. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Tell our audience what you meant by that.
So from an operator's perspective, I used to really dislike quality because this person would come back to me and tell me that the part that I spent hours making or like time making was wrong, and that would really irritate me because I used to feel like then I would have to put more hard work into making a part correctly. But then I realized, no, this person in quality is trying to help me better our company. And when it comes to being a consumer and you see that QA sticker on your item and it's not to quality, that does kind of make you a little bit angry. And I kind of made it a mission in my head to try to stop that, you know. I don't know why, but I just decided.
Yeah. Why do you think quality is overlooked, and how can manufacturers invest in quality better?
So definitely investing in your team, sending them to training. For example, AdMan is actually sending me to Hexagon training, which I'm really excited about. I've never been sent for training for work before, so it's really exciting that they're investing in me, and it makes me want to do more work for them. Mm-hmm. That's another key. When you invest in your employees, it makes them want to work harder for you. There's so many training opportunities out there. GD&T classes are online nowadays, so it's not like they really have to go somewhere to take those classes, and that's really important for quality. And then also coming to trade shows like this, I'm able to connect with the Hexagon booth, with the Polyworks booths, and talk to people and kind of understand more about how their products work so that I can go and relay that to my bosses and to my higher ups and understand what they're looking for.
Fantastic. So how does quality fit into product assembly, for example, in aerospace or automotive?
Well, you don't want the part that you're making to blow up, you know?
That's true. Or fall apart.
Or fall apart. You want it to do what it's intended to do. And so quality plays a really big role in assembly, because if your part can't fit where it's supposed to fit, it's like it makes no sense to make it. You know, there's no reason, you can't really use it. It's a waste of time, resources, money. It's a waste of a lot. Quality would stop that.
Right. Is quality involved in the entire process?
Yes.
From design to, I guess, what is final assembly? Is that the end of everything? Or?
I would say yes, but I am not really too sure about that.
Okay, no worries.
Quality is definitely involved everywhere.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. So another thing that I was inspired by, you said your life's mission is to attract more people to the industry by sharing content on a number of platforms to reach a large audience. How do you think content helps attract more people to the industry?
So I've met so many people in the industry my age through social media and through the content that they post, and I would have never known about them had it not been for social media. Actually, the 3 girls that I created the Sisterhood of Trades with, I would not have met them if it weren't for TikTok. And that is so important to me, because those 3 girls and I have like really changed the course of what I'm doing with my life, and that's so important to me.
Absolutely. So do you think manufacturers should invest more in content creators or just creating content in general?
I wouldn't say invest in a content creator, but invest in being on these other platforms and interacting. Just commenting back goes a really long way. You don't even have to post new content, but when companies reach out to their consumers, it builds a relationship that you can't really replace with just liking a picture, you know?
Absolutely. All right, Nush. Well, is there anything that you would like to close with today? Any projects on the horizon you'd like to share?
Yes. Well, I have a lot of podcast episodes up and coming. So Sisterhood of Trades just came out with a podcast as well called Sisterhood Takes the Mic. So we, the 4 of us, are interviewing girls. We're talking about topics that we feel is important for young girls to know about. And then we're also working on bringing about a lot more of a community. So if you want to be a part of that community, I highly suggest you check out our Discord and check out all of our social medias.
Nush, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me, and it's been such a pleasure to be at the Assembly Show.
Absolutely. Thank you for listening to this episode. Until next time, I'm Jennifer Pierce signing off for today. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.